Well, hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePooler.com. Welcome back to another video in the Back to Basics series. The first video, we went over basic stamping and made this card with the spot-on stamp set. And then we added the amazing floral stamp set and a bunch of techniques and made this card. We did masking and we did some glitter and we did direct-to-paper to make this amazing colored background to match our card. And those are in my second video. And now today, we're going to use the For Everything stamp set and we're going to make a holiday card. This is the cardstock I've started with. If you missed my other videos, be sure to go check those out. I will link to them below in the description, and I also have a playlist on YouTube for those. And I did a card base. This finished is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then my layer is 5 1/4 by 4, and then I cut. There's an inch difference between this card base and this layer. So this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and you can see it gives you a nice wide border around there, which is really fun. So we're going to use the For Everything stamp set. We're going to start with Fiesta Blue and this cute little mug from this stamp set here. I have a little piece of scratch paper. We're going to do Fiesta Blue. We're going to stamp it off, and then we're going to stamp it onto our cardstock. You can see that gives us a lighter shade of the same cardstock. So that gives you a lot more mileage with your stamps when you stamp off. This is called second generation stamping. And then I can go in with my snowflake and stamp it in Fiesta Blue and stamp it onto the mug. And you can see I have a perfectly color coordinated mug with some detail stamped on it because it's the same color, it's just a different shade. So this is a great way to get a lot of mileage out of your stamps. I'm going to build a fun little card here. I'm going to use Be Mine ink and the hexagon stamp, and I can do the same thing again. I can stamp it second generation, and then I'm going to grab Midnight. We'll do the greeting. I have this ready already. I have it already ready already. We're going to do Miss You, and then I'm going to grab Rockin Red. So we're going to stamp it as if it's the steam coming out of the mug. Oh my goodness, how adorable is that? I'm digging that. We're going to use some techniques that we used in the previous video. So we're going to use the two-way glue. I'm going to add some glue onto the snowflake because I need that snowflake to be glittery. And then I'm going to take my glass slipper glitter. We'll just add this right on, tap it off. If you want to give it a couple little flicks on the back, that gets the excess glitter off, but look at how cute. That adds such a great little punch to any card making project. And then we'll take this scratch piece of paper and just funnel that glitter right back into the container, and we're all set. Next up, I want matching cardstock. I'm really having a hard time deciding what color I want. I think I'm going with the Be Mine. So we're just going to take this and run it on our cardstock, coloring this and making Be Mine cardstock. Just a reminder to be gentle with this technique. And also, if your ink pad starts getting dry, we have ink refills. So I'm just going to grab my Be Mine ink refill, ink this up real quick, and then we're going to have a real easy time making matching cardstock. So be gentle. These ink pads are foam, so you want to do a gentle touch so that they don't tear. If you take care of your stamping supplies, they will last you a long time. The rest of the card is pretty easy. We're just going to add some adhesive to the back here, add this layer to the card front, or the card layer, and then add this to the card front. This surely would brighten my day if I got this in the mail. Now for the next card, we're going to incorporate several of the techniques we've learned so far in this video series using the amazing floral stamp set. So we're going to take this piece of cards, or this is just a piece of computer paper, and I took the Zig two-way glue pen and I just ran it down across here, and I made sure it was dry, and now it's going to be great to use as a mask. And then I'm going to use this cute little rose. I'm actually going to use it upside down. I have my piece of scratch paper because I'm going to do the second generation stamping. So we're going to stamp once and then stamp onto the card layer. And each one that I stamp, I'm stamping like a different distance from the mask so that it's not all even. And then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to go straight onto my ink pad and then straight onto that stamp, so you get a two-step stamped image. Next up, I'm going to grab this leaf. We're going to do Lime Ricky. Scratch that. I'm going to do Grass Skirt. So with Grass Skirt, I'm going to do multi-step or second generation stamping with this one as well. All right, then next up I'm going to do Tiara, and we'll fill in with this cute little flower. Before I finish, I want to take this tiny little one and just do a few black flowers. A lot of times I like to do black polka dots on my card, and so this kind of substitutes for black polka dots. Super cute. So let's peel this off and see what we got. So when I took my mask off, some of that glue was a little bit too wet, and I told you to be careful about that. I need to take my own advice because it did tear my paper a little bit as I pulled it up. But I'm going to share a tip on fixing that before we're done with this video. But before we do that, I want to add some interest. So we're just going to use a ruler to do a straight line, just running this down with my two-way glue pen. And then we'll get the glass slipper glitter. That added bit of glitter adds such a fun touch. Now to cover this up, I'm going to take a little piece of cardstock. It's just a little bit over 1/4 inch, and I'm going to do direct to paper and make it coordinate with my project. So this is Be Mine ink, direct to paper. And then we can adhere that right to the card layer, covering up any of my little ripped bits. Then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to trim it. You're amazing. I think this black and white with the pink is such an amazing contrast. It's very kind of sophisticated, elegant card to me. So I thought just white on white for my layering would be really awesome for this card. Now to finish these cards up, one last little bit that you can add from this collection of stamps. You can do handmade on the back. And then there's this cute little envelope in the collection. And I'm just going to ink it up and add it to the back of the card. How cute is that? Another thing you can do, handmade, and a coordinating image from the front. So there are my 2 cards for today using some really fun techniques. I'll be back with another Back to Basics video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, like my video, share with your friends so they can get inky too. Thanks for being here. See you guys soon.